Welcome to another episode of the A-List Movie Club. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Truth. And with me, as always, are Dominic and John. How's it going tonight, guys?
Good.
All right. And of course, this is the show where each week a different one of us picks a movie for the others to check out. And this time it was Dominic's turn. Why don't you tell everybody what you picked?
I picked I don't know what the hell year it came out.
88.
In 1988, kind of buddy movie type thing with Robert De Niro and the late, great Charles Grodin, Midnight Run. Robert De Niro plays a bounty hunter who is charged to bring back Charles Grodin, who was an accountant for the mafia, who absconded with $15 million, and hilarity ensues.
Coming from New York to LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Robert De Niro is one of my favorite actors of all time. And I love Charles Grodin. I had not seen this movie since it came out. And it was great to rewatch it again. I enjoyed this movie a lot. I think Charles Grodin and De Niro's chemistry together was great. It had some action. It was, I thought, very well written and well acted. It was very funny. And I kind of, spoiler alert, I kind of liked the ending a lot, because a lot of these buddy movies, the type of things, they end up being best friends and going off together, and in the end they just split. And I thought that was kind of cool, like never see each other again. I think it's a very, very fine movie.
Yeah, I just like you, I haven't seen it since it came out, and I think in '88 I was like 11. So movies have different meanings at different ages of your life. I probably didn't get a lot of the jokes and stuff. So I was laughing at I was looking at it through my son's eyes. He's only 10. Like all the payphones they use,
right?
And smoking everywhere they want, airport, restaurants.
Right.
And how to him that must look completely odd,
Yeah.
So that was funny to me, like, oh my gosh, I remember that stuff. I remember when you could smoke anywhere you wanted.
Right.
Not that I smoked, but I remember people doing it.
When I was younger, you could smoke in hospital waiting rooms.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of a forgotten movie, I think, for De Niro. It's not great. It's not horrible. I think it's just one of his forgotten ones. I don't know. Just what else came out that year probably overlapped it. But yeah, it's got some funny moments, some action. I enjoyed it. I think their chemistry is good. It's good to see Robert De Niro play not a gangster guy.
Mm-hmm.
Play something a little like lighter, I guess. A little, Joe Pantoliano is always good. Dennis Farina.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good cast. Yeah, it's good. What about you, Wes?
Yeah, this is my first time seeing it. I knew of it, but I just never watched it for some reason. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, this is like one of the first De Niro comedies before like Meet the Parents, before he was known, and then he started doing like War with Grandpa and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely one of the better comedies. Yeah, A movie it reminded me a little bit of was the Blues Brothers in a way, with the number of different parties uh, looking for Charles Grodin like they do for the Blues Brothers. It takes place in the 80s. I don't know. That car chase at the end kind of reminded me of it a little bit. I don't know.
I had a 48 hours kind of vibe.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely has the 80s all over it, though. That score by Danny Elfman, I started laughing when I heard it, and I'm like, that's classic 80s hijinks right there. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you guys. I think they have really good chemistry together. I wish Charles Grodin had been in more, honestly, because I always liked him as a kid. I saw him in Beethoven and Clifford, and I really knew him from the Epcot attraction, the Cranium Command. He played a part in that movie. So yeah, I'd like to check out more of his filmography, really, because I do really like him as an actor. And of course,
I can't remember. He was in a movie with Steve Martin, The Lonely Guy, I think.
I have heard of that. Yeah,
and that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I liked is that we've seen this type of story many times, the buddy comedy, but it doesn't feel stale in here. Like it doesn't follow all those old cliches, and it's kind of like a fresh take on the situation, I thought. And you're not really sure how it's going to end up, one way or another, really. And I like the back and forth also between Deniro and the FBI agent. I forget what his name was, Antoine?
Mosley or Mobley.
Yeah, Alonzo Mosley.
Alonzo, yeah. I thought that
Toto.
Yeah, he was funny. I like that. But yeah, good action, good laugh. I enjoyed it. And like John said, it's kind of like an under the radar movie. You'd be like going through Netflix and be like, oh, look, Robert De Niro. I didn't know about this movie, like if you're my age or whatnot.
Yeah.
Or I forgot about this movie, So yeah.
Charles Grodin from Pittsburgh, so.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, you guys have some trivia.
Yep.
The whole thing with Robert De Niro checking his watch,
mm-hmm.
and the whole story behind it was all Robert De Niro's idea.
Oh wow.
The scene in the boxcar where they're talking about whether they'd be friends if they met differently. Mm-hmm. The line, "Have you ever had sex with an animal?" was completely made up by Charles Grodin. The director challenged him to make De Niro break character and make him laugh.
Wow.
So you just sort of think of whatever you want to say that's off the top of your head funny. See if we can get Robert De Niro to crack. And that line did it. Charles Grodin had permanent scars from the handcuffs, since he wanted to use fake ones, but Robert De Niro, being the actor that he is, insisted they be real.
Wow.
Easy for him to say, he wasn't the one wearing them. The studio, you guys are gonna love this. The studio wanted Charles Grodin's part to be a woman, played by Cher.
Wow, that would really make this a different movie.
Because she had just had Witches of Eastwick and Moonstruck, so she was kind of on a hot streak. The director said, "No, that's a dumb idea." So the studio came back. I
feel like the De Niro part would have been played by Stallone if they went with that idea. Stallone and Cher.
The studio countered with Robin Williams instead.
Oh wow.
However, the director said no, he wanted Charles Grodin. The thing where they're testing the money to see if it's fake wasn't in the script, completely improvised.
Wow.
Him talking to the guy sitting at the bar, Charles Grodin did that because he was bored. He did off the top of his head. That wasn't in the script either. He just started talking to the extra.
He was good, pretty good at improv then.
Yeah. Dennis Farina shot all his scenes in Vegas because he was filming his TV show Crime Story. So it was easier to instead of traveling him, I guess.
That makes sense.
Did you know there's 3 sequels to this movie?
No.
No.
Yeah. I did not know that either, but there
There's
is.
one with Cher and Sylvester Stallone.
They were all made for TV movies. Kind of probably hard to see, but it's called Another Midnight Run. With
Oh my
Christopher
God,
McDonald.
it's Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin, yes. He plays Robert De Niro's character.
Oh, so he's playing the same character?
Yep.
Oh.
Jack Walsh. And here's the third part called Midnight Runaround. It's basically the same. Get the hell out of here.
Oh my God.
Yep. And then there's one called Midnight Run for Your Life. It's the same cover every time. They just change the title.
It is
Yep.
the same pose.
Yep. They did 3 TV movies.
Wow.
I didn't
Why
know
would they
that.
just like make it his brother or something? You know, why would you have to step in De Niro's shoes? You know?
Yeah. I don't even know that movie or character called for sequels.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's rate this so Tom can go take his shit.
All right, let's pig. I really enjoyed it. I love both the actors and all the other supporting cast in there. I give it an 8.
That's why I was thinking it's an 8 for me. And I like what you said. I like the ending too. I like how they didn't walk off to the sunset together and be buddies.
Right.
You know, like every other movie. Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's an 8 for me.
And you know me, it's gonna be an 8 for me. All right, so 8's all around for Midnight Run. Do yourself a favor and check it out if you're looking for something to watch on Netflix. But coming up this next time, it's John's turn to pick. What do you have in store for us now?
This is a movie, I believe it's a Netflix original. I saw when it first came out last year, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but I picked The Devil All the Time.
I have not.
Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgård.
Oh man, Spider-Man and Edward.
And it, Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård.
Anyways,
Okay.
yeah,
I've heard of it, but I didn't watch it yet. So
it's pretty good. The Devil All the Time on Netflix.
Okay. All right. So we'll be back next week with our thoughts on that. But John, you want to talk a little bit about the podcast?
Sure. We Like Wrestling podcast, weekly podcast. 3 guys sitting around talking about wrestling, any and everything wrestling related. We're on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you find podcasts. We're also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We Like Wrestling podcast. Apparently, we have a merchandise store now. I don't know.
Prize.
All that information. Yeah. We Like Wrestling podcast.
All right. And of course, for me, you can subscribe right here on YouTube, youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTrueBaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, truth out.